Thursday things, we're making Thursday things, we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday things, we're making Thursday things, we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You heard the jingle coming on in? Yes, you did. You heard it. It's Thursday. And Thursday, it's a wonderful, fantastic, if you're new here and you don't know and the jingle didn't spell it out for you, it is a time that a bunch of us crafters get together, the ones that have channels and the ones that don't, and we all do our own crochet/knit along because we're doing themes this year. We've picked, and it's in my description box down below, a theme every month. So if you want to play along, feel free to. So the month of January, we're doing slippers, any slipper pattern, crochet, knit. You want to weave a slipper? You figure out the weaving and sewing it together. By all means, you do you. That's awesome. But if you do that, I want to see it. My email's down below too. Not a joke. I want to see that. Yeah, so we get together and we do this. So it doesn't matter what pattern you pick. It really doesn't. It can be a paid for pattern, a free pattern, something you made up in your head. That's okay too. And if you want to show them along, there's a Facebook group. It's linked down below. Feel free to join in. It is so much fun. So you can go through there and it's like a huge knit along or crochet along, make along. There you go, make along. And you can see what other people are making, what they're up to, maybe yarn questions, maybe sizing questions, maybe whatever. Maybe they've done a pattern that is so cool and unique and you've never seen it before. You want to join in too. That's what this group is all about. So much fun. And I got to get a move on it. Holy cow, I just looked. This is what, the third Thursday of the month? I've got one more Thursday. I have got to finish this pair of slippers. I'm slacking. Not really. I've been working everything else. If you follow my channel, you know, I've been working on everything else. My husband finally pinned me down and I'm working on my sweater. But you want to see my progress on my slippers? I did do some. I did. Not as much as I wanted to, but I did. It just means that next week I got a lot of work to do. A lot. This is my slipper. It is an origami type slipper. I have the pattern listed below. This is a free pattern. And oh, by the way, you can crochet this or knit it. You can do either. And I challenge you, if you know how to do both, knit this, knit the cuff and crochet the rest. That's a challenge. I wanted to do that, but you know, I have a lot of projects and everything else got in the way. Definitely come back. You can see all the projects. So my particular slipper, oh yeah, this is a slipper. It breaks my brain. It's like, no, it's not. I get it. It's just, no. So I need to make one more of this little hourglass shape right here. Well, after I rip out 2 rows, because I got a little overzealous and I was just knitting doing my garter stitch and I made it a little bit too long because, you know, that's why that happens. So I've got 22 ridges here and 21 ridges here from where I bound off. So I've got to rip out 2 rows. That's easy. And then put that green back on. I know. Oh, want to know the yarn? Sure you do. I am using, because I want to do a wool on mine. You know, it was choices. I had lots of different choices. I have choices. And, you know, you see this color right here? Yeah, I like that. Can you tell? That's acrylic. This is wool. Oh, yeah, I like these colors. This is the Patents Classic Wool DK Superwash right here. I got this, I don't know where I got it. I thought Tuesday morning, but no, I don't think so. Someplace else. I don't know. I got it definitely deeply discounted because I paid $2.49 a ball for it. I think it says it was estimated value $5.79. That sounds like Tuesday morning. Yeah, Tuesday morning's gone in my state. If you still have them, cherish them. I love that store. It's gone. It's sad. This is the apple green color. And this is, I believe it's called a blossom, something like that. Hot pink, right? I mean, come on, hot pink and chartreuse green. Those are awesome. I made a hat with this years ago. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. It's a knitted hat. It was called Circuits. You can get it on Ravelry. And it was like, you know, like computer code and everything. And it was just going down and everything. You had like little tiny bobbles and everything at the bottom, you know, just different like drips down and stuff. Oh, it was so cute. I know, I'm sidetracked. Sorry, squirrel. So my work is cut out for me. It really is. I can't believe it. I have one Thursday left. I have got to make another one of these. Okay, self-imposed goals. If you don't make it, you don't finish it, that's fine. Nobody's going to come and take away your things we're making Thursday card. It's okay. This is a low-pressure group. But I have my own goals, and I would like to finish this. and then move on to next month. And I forget what next month is. I'll have to look in my own description box to see what we're doing next month. But this thing really does fold up. I've been working on it. I've been practicing with it. You know, I'd probably be done knitting this if I stopped doing stuff like this. So when you do this, right, you've got this part right here. You fold that there, and you fold this here, right? And I'm going to have another one of these hourglass thingies here, and that's going to go on the end. And I'm not really sure how that fits in yet. Maybe for next week's video, if I get things set up enough, because isn't that the problem, right? I don't have a problem showing you what I'm doing. I don't have a problem filming it. I have a mess. It's a little messy in here. So trying to get it to where I can just show what I'm working on in a nice clean space or something. That would require me to clean my room instead of crafting. My priorities are not that high. So far, all my stuff is in my room. I have not invaded the rest of the house. It is all in here. My son was over the other day and he's like, well, Mom, I mean, you know, yeah, you've got a lot in here, but it's not, this isn't all the boxes and bins you have everywhere else. And I looked at him. I don't have any other boxes and bins anywhere else. He's like, what? No, everything is in here. I have not overflown the rest of the house. Now, do I have a project that I'm working on in my office when I'm work from home and I'm on a meeting? Yes, but that is not overflowing with stuff. That's just something garter stitch, working in the round or what have you when I'm on a meeting, because I can be like this and you can't tell I'm knitting. So there you go. You know, on camera, right? Because you just be appropriate, But no, I've not overflown. Everything is in here and it's stacked high. Yes, it is. Yeah. So this thing would have been done had I stopped fiddling with it and just worked on it, you know, just there. I think I will. I'll try to film sewing it together, because even playing with it, it still doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Even going like this. So I get the fact that that's your cuff. I mean, yeah, oh, hello, that's the cuff. I get that. The top of foot and bottom of the foot. But until I actually make these two little pieces here, yeah, they're going to go there. They're just, yeah, I don't know. It looks weird. But like I said, there is a crochet pattern, and I'll have linked down below the video tutorial so you can follow. I can't pronounce her name. I do apologize, but you can follow her channel or just watch the tutorial either way. And she goes through how to make this in crochet. And then this particular pattern is in Russian, and I'll have that link down below too. I had to go to the Wayback machine for that. And there is a video. The video's in Russian. That's okay. You're just looking at how it's folded up. They've got the written instructions in English and Russian. So there you go. So there's lots of different options. So you can do this too. And maybe by next week, we can both be sewing something together and figuring this out. It's not that hard. Why does it not make sense to me? This is the weirdest slipper I have ever seen. I'm not going to lie. This just, no. But I do like the fact that you can do some really interesting color combinations with this that would take me a lot more work if I were doing regular socks on double pointed needles, because that's my preferred method, or two circulars, however you want to do them, right? For me to do the same colors on that as I can do in a color combination on this would take more work. And what I mean by that is I saw, because I went on to Ravelry, where somebody had done like this toe and this flap from here to the toe all the way to the next toe in one color, like a slipper color, like black, and the rest of this in white. And when you sew it all together, it looks like a Mary Jane slipper. Yeah, I want to do that. So I did this one first because this is how the pattern had it with all the stripes, and I didn't want to mess with it because I didn't really understand where the colors were going. It didn't make sense to me. So I just let the instructions do what they were telling me to do. I'm like, okay, I'm not deviating. I'm not doing anything else. Once I fully integrate the instructions in my head, then I can start playing with the colors and having a lot of fun. And then working with the sizing too, as I think this is going to fit one of my daughter or one of my daughter-in-laws, because I don't think it'll stretch to my foot. That's okay. I have size 6 all the way up to what, size 9, 10 in women's. So, you know, like in the family. So it's going to fit one of us. There you go. So it's going to get some use. So that'll be fun. And that'll be really exciting to be able to gift these. And it's been so cold here in Colorado. It was balmy today. It was like 34 degrees. I mean, it's like, just go out there without a jacket on. You're good. That's a 60-degree swing in like 3 days. As we had that, and it was like 30 some odd degrees, feels like 30 outside. Well, a couple days ago, it was like, feels like negative 33. Wow, you know, so in that feels like range, there's a 60-degree swing in just a couple of days. Your body doesn't know what to do. It really does. And I'm surprised not everybody is sick. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's okay. Take some vitamin C, take some zinc, take whatever, you know, you'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, there you go. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You know, it's all in the head. So this is where I'm at. I'm trying to get it done. It's so fun. I mean, this is so much fun to just do these types of things and create different. And that's one of the things I liked about this particular month with this slipper. It's outside of my realm. I have made other slippers before, and I was going to go back to one of my tried and true patterns, like, oh, slippers, I can knock out a couple slippers, no big deal. I'll get some bigger yarn. I do have some, very little, but I'll get some bigger yarn or double strand if I need to, and make some slippers. Easy, I've done it. But I wanted to do something that I hadn't done before. I wanted to do something that at first glance didn't make any sense to me, so I could learn, and hopefully you could also. And I was really happy with that, because yes, I had the knitting one, but so many people down in the comments had pointed out the crocheted version, so I'm adding that to the description. And I just think the community is great, because it doesn't matter what craft we're using, we can do the same things. And then you've got Linan from Nina's Knots and Crochet. What she's doing is on Tuesdays, she's got her Tunisian Tuesday. I'm not on board yet. I'll get suckered in. There's a Tunisian Tuesday, or a Tunisian month, right? On the things we're doing Thursday, I'll get suckered in. But she's doing that, and it's pretty neat, because she's starting out and showing the stitches, 1 stitch a week, kind of going through that, so then you can practice with those. But with that, I found Tunisian slippers. I thought that was really neat. And she's taking some knitting patterns and hacking them and turning into Tunisian crochet. So I love that fact, because it's the same thing that I've been saying, as far as, you know, when I knit something, there's a lot of times you can crochet that same thing. Why not? Or mix the mediums. Like I was commenting on this, you know, if I wasn't working on so many other things, holy cow, is do the ribbing, because that's the best part of knitting, isn't it? That stretchy ribbing like that. And do the rest of it crochet. Yeah, you can do that. You know, and mixing both of the mediums and everything, and having that best of both worlds. And that's what I love about what Linan is doing, because she's taking another medium and creating something completely new and fun with it. Why? Because she can. Right? And isn't that why we do all these crafts? Because we can. How many times have you made something as a crafter and somebody will look at you and kind of do that little like judgy look? You know that look, right? And it's like, what'd you make that for? Because I could. What are all these things for? Right? There's no use for these, right? I mean, Totoro, right? You know, I got the nice teddy bear, the Totoro, and that's an Imkin, and got my little devil, and that's supposed to be a penguin. It doesn't look like a penguin to me either, but that's what the pattern calls it, right? You know, so I've got all those things. They're just whatevers, right? They've got no actual use, right? But we make them because we can. That's because we had an idea. And then, you know, I've got the little one right here, and then the big one. You know, that's the exact same pattern. I just use different yarns, different yarn, different needles. So then I gave a gauge difference. Why? Because I could. I've made patterns, different patterns, like 7 different times using a different material just to see the size difference, what it would look like in lace, what it looks like in DK weight, sport weight. You know, I've done those types of things just to see the difference, because I could. And I think that's the beauty about what we do in the crafts and making and creating. And holy cow, did I just go on a tangent? Yes. Yes, I did. I haven't even had coffee. No, I have not. But this is my passion. It is 100% my passion. My husband has gotten on to me for years going, honey, when are you going to write a book? I'm like, well, I make things. I don't have a problem making things. And I actually don't have any problem sharing what I make. But writing it down to where you could repeat it and replicate it, that's the part that takes some time, right? But he's always on to me. It's like, make a book, make some patterns. You enjoy this so much, which, hello, I do. I mean, you can see it. My eyes start to sparkle. I'm like, ooh, I'm talking about yarn and crafting. Yes. You know, and I hope that you get that type of thing too when you touch your yarn. I know if I'm in a bad mood or something, because we all go through funks, right? We go through whatever, right? You know, you're like, just leave me alone. And if I'm like that, and I'm not touching my yarn and I'm not in my room playing, my husband will literally get something and bring it to me and say, honey, here, touch the yarn here. You need to touch the yarn, because he knows it will make me happy. There's just something about that, the hands-on creating, because I find that in the world, so many people tear down, and they don't necessarily mean to, by their words, their actions, their deeds. I don't think sometimes when people say biting words that they really understand how that lands. But when you take the yarn in your hands and a knitting needle and crochet hooks or whatever it is you're doing, if you've got weaving and you've got the looms, there you go. But you're creating something out of string. I think it would be the same as if you were a potter, you know, and you've got that mound of clay, just this lump of clay. Well, what am I going to make? And then you end up with something beautiful in the end. You took this nothing and you created something. And I love doing that. I love sharing that. And I really like giving a lot of things away too. Because, yeah, how many things can I hoard in here, right? You know, so I like doing that, and that smile that it brings to somebody, and the, oh my gosh, you made this? Yeah, I did. Because people aren't used to others being able to make things, right? You know, like, oh, what, or they'll have a story about their grandma. Hey, I'm the grandma now. That's right. My mom taught me when I was little, because I really started crocheting when I was 10 years old. And she used to tell me, I'm teaching you how to be an old lady, right? So I got that part down. But, you know, that was our joke all the time, because it brought joy. And she taught me to create, and she taught me to give, and she taught me those types of things are just, they're just better than the biting words and stuff. Am I perfect? Nope, not at all. But this is my way of giving back. The crafting and the joy and the yarn and the creations. And I'm going to go ahead and stop blabbering now, because yeah, this is Thursday and we were talking about slippers, but it's still the joy of yarn. I mean, I can't. That's just me. It really is. I hope you enjoy coming here. I enjoy talking with you, and I enjoy the comments and commenting back and having fun and the laughter and getting to know different people and the banter back and forth, you know, like the king size blanket. Yeah. I looked at the different blanket sizes so I don't accidentally, you know, cast on for a king size blanket, because not only do I want to make a blanket, I want to knit it, because I'm a little crazy. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be, and I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.